Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. This week's Fool is Tom Harwood, but perhaps the bigger fool is the Politics Live show for inviting him on. Now, Tom is a political correspondent at Gammon Brexit News, so you know that he'll be hard-hitting. On the day Shell announced record profits of $40 billion or £32 billion as they profiteer from rising energy prices, Tom believes they're paying too much in tax. Have a listen to this.
You hear $40 billion. I accept Simon Jack's point that 95% of it is outside the UK, at a time, though, when households here are continuing to face soaring energy bills, and the rate of tax or the level or the amount just doesn't feel big enough.
But isn't that the problem? That only 5% of these profits are being made in the UK? That's only £2 billion out of £40 billion. Why are only £5 billion of these profits being made in the, or 5% of these profits being made in the UK? Well, could it be that we've slapped a 75% tax on these companies? One of the highest windfall taxes in the world. It's on top of a 30% corporation tax, which has a 10% supplementary, then had a 25% windfall on that then got extended to a 35% windfall, making 3/4 of that profit taxed. Is it any wonder that they're not doing as much business in this country, and 95% of their business is elsewhere?
Does he not understand how a windfall tax works? A windfall tax is on the profits. Windfall tax doesn't stop them from making profit. But even worse than that is that the windfall tax that Rishi Sunak and his administration have put in, and it was put in before he became Prime Minister, the windfall tax the type of windfall tax that they're using has a loophole in it that allows the companies to avoid paying the windfall tax if they invest the money in new energy production. So they're not paying really any tax at all. And the Labour Party have said that they've actually paid zero in tax. So what is he talking about here? Does he not understand how windfall tax, it's a windfall. It's on the profits after the investment and everything else has been taken out. It's what's left over. There should be a tax on that. But even at that level, they're getting out of it because of the loophole that Rishi Sunak and the Tories have put in. Why is this guy invited on to the BBC? What value is there inviting on somebody from Gammon Brexit News who doesn't understand how windfall tax works? And like he's saying, well, they should be making more of their profit in Britain. But if that's the reality, how do you change that? That's their profit. They make most of their money outside the UK. And he said they should be making more of their money in the UK. So their profit that you're not going to tax should be higher in the UK. Okay. But where does that money go then? It's not reinvested in the infrastructure. It's not invested to help bring down prices. It's going into the bank balances, the bank accounts of shareholders. It's going out in dividends. If it was nationalised, this £2 billion in the UK or this £32 billion worldwide, could be reinvested in the state. Can you imagine if the state owned Shell? They would be making the money and they could be providing public services or reducing energy prices for consumers using some of these profits. But that's not the case because it's a private company. But once again, does Tom not understand how a windfall works, a windfall tax works? And why the hell is he on Politics Live? That's why he's our Fool of the Week. But maybe the Fool of the Week is Politics Live. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.